everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are making today an adventure once again, and I'm so excited about this. We're currently on spring break, and we're gonna be showing you how we spent our spring break this year. Let me show you, before we tell you where we're going, how our setup is this year, because we're changing it up a little bit. We got our very own cooler for Christmas, which was so nice. But one thing we learned from past experiences is that our food tend to get soggy from the water. The water would seep in all of our bags. This year we're trying a different setup. We bought a rack that we're gonna place all of our food on, and then the food that won't fit on top is going in this watertight bag. So we're gonna have one block of ice underneath, and then we're gonna pour a bunch of crushed ice on top. Cooler secured, everything is ready to go. Our whole back seat is loaded with goods, and we're ready to hit the road. We've been driving for a little bit, but we needed to stop to fill up on gas and get ice. But I haven't told them where we're going yet. Do you wanna say our little plans?
Spill beans. We're going to the far away lands of Arizona.
Woo!
The reason is because Arizona has a place called Antelope Canyon, which is like just one of
It's
like
a slot canyon that's
the most
beautiful.
photogenic, is that a word people use
Yes.
for inanimate objects? It's like the most photogenic slot canyon kind of thing ever. Like if you Google pictures of slot canyons and you see like ones with like these really cool like swirly windy red rock, that's probably Antelope Canyon.
So Spencer surprised me with that trip idea for my birthday last year, and we knew we wanted to go when it started to get warmer outside, when he had a break from school. So we based our trip off of that, and then we're like, well, while we're down in Arizona, we have like a week and a half, let's hit up all the national parks there are there, because our goal one day is to go to all 63 parks. So there's 3 in Arizona. We're gonna go to the Grand Canyon, Petrified Forest, and Saguaro National Park. So our first stop will be Grand Canyon tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
All right, we made it to our hotel room. We have 2 beds in here. I get a whole bed tonight. Spencer gets a whole bed tonight, which kind of works because unfortunately, Spencer's feeling sick. We thought he would be over his sickness by now, but he's gonna be a little bit sick on this trip. So I hope it's not like this the whole time for you, because that's not fun.
Hope not. I was hoping to feel totally better by now, but I'm still feeling
What?
flat.
We just got some A&W for dinner. We're watching some Shark Tank. We're gonna head to bed, and we'll see you tomorrow when we're entering the Grand Canyon.
Good morning,
Good
everybody.
morning.
I still feel like poop.
We woke up to some frost. It's so cold outside. But we decided to get a fun drink today for our 5.5 hour drive. So I got the Cherry Bomb, which is Pepsi, cherry, coconut, I think pineapple.
I got the Beach Babe,
He's such a beach babe.
which is Mountain Dew, peach, raspberry, and vanilla cream.
Wish us luck for this little 5 hour extravaganza.
Totally slaps, by the way. Yep, let's do it.
We've made it to Arizona. We just got to our Airbnb, which we're so excited to show you guys.
It's a long drive.
It was a long drive, and it started hailing on us in the middle of it, which was kind of weird. It was crazy. And I know you guys clicked on this video to see all of the cool adventures we're gonna be having here, but what if I told you that we have the opportunity to travel together? What? I'm so excited about this. This really cool company called Trova Trip has reached out to us, and basically we're gonna be hosting an upcoming trip that you guys can sign up to go on with us.
Yep, and we can't announce what that trip is yet, because it hasn't been decided. We have a survey that we want you guys to take so you guys can suggest things to us about what we can do on the trip. So you guys actually have a say in like what the trip would be, so we can do stuff that you guys are interested in. And the survey includes things like location, so you can select any number of locations from a list. Things like our home state of Utah, all the way up to stuff like Antarctica. There's trip length, how long you're comfortable vacationing for. And then there's time frame, that's like the time of year that you're available for. So like for me, since I'm in school right now, I would mark things like March for spring break, and then June, July, August, maybe May for summer.
And there's also another tab on there that asks you what kind of activities you'll be interested in doing on the trip, whether that's more of the outdoorsy, adventurous things, or if you're more into like the laid back, chill stuff, hanging out on the beach, like Spencer is.
That's me.
Or if you're more interested in learning about the culture of the place we're gonna be visiting, or trying the foods and drinks. So many fun things that you can check off. And then lastly, it asks you your budget for the trip and how much you'd be willing to spend. By the time this trip starts, you need to be at least 18 years or older. And we'll have a link to the survey in the description box below, along with a full-length YouTube video of diving deeper into the trip as well. We are so excited about this. We hope you guys are excited too. Be sure to fill out the survey and let's get this ball rolling. Cabin tour. Look how cute this is. It's like a little Lincoln log cabin. I'm so excited to go see what it looks like on the inside. It literally has the green roof just like a Lincoln log house. Look at this little swing, porch swing we have. Okay, and the door is, it's the most interesting thing I've ever seen. Like, I've never seen a door open out like this before. You pull on it, you walk in. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So cute and cozy. So we have our little kitchen area over here, little dining area with the Grand Canyon maps. Oh yeah, room back here. Oh, I haven't been here, I haven't looked yet. And then I think this is the bathroom over here with our shower and everything. Wow. This is so cute and cozy, the perfect start of our trip. We're gonna bring our stuff in and then we're gonna head to Grand Canyon for some sunset viewings. I think we're only gonna do some short things today because we're losing daylight, and then we'll spend the whole day tomorrow at the Grand Canyon. So let's get driving to the park now. All right, we just arrived and we found a little lookout area. The sun is not setting right now, but it will soon. Spencer hasn't been here in 16 years, and last time I went here was 6 years ago. So here's our reaction to seeing the Grand Canyon. We're gonna walk up to it. Oh, this is huge. This is so cool. Oh, that bird just flew right at the right moment. Whoa, that's beautiful.
That's massive.
You know, it's giving Black Canyon of the Gunnison, but red.
Not just red, like on steroids.
It's like to the extreme.
Like, Black Canyon is probably like...
This is so much taller.
1/10 of the size of this.
Wow. Let's get a better look. I'm gonna try to recreate this photo I took the last time I was here on my high school senior road trip. So this is what the photo looks like. I don't know if this is the exact spot. I don't think it is, but it's very similar to it. So in that photo, I was wearing a hat and a drawstring backpack, but we've upgraded since then. No more drawstring. We've got real hiking backpacks. So I'm gonna take it and we'll do like a little side-by-side and see how accurate it is. It's not the right time of day, and I don't know if it's the right part of the canyon, but it's pretty close.
Spooky. Give me a little more sass, like, yeah. Just kind of waving the phone around, spamming.
Here's my after. I'll put him up on the screen at the same time so you can see what it looks like. That is so much, I do not look like that.
She's running. I think we found our sunset spot.
Okay, watch the sunset here tonight. I think we found our location. Okay, hello. It's golden hour, and it's golden hour. Golden and golden. Oh, this is pretty though.
And there it goes. Just finished setting.
We literally just walked right past this. Didn't even see it.
Moose or just a big deer or an elk? We made it back to our cabin and it is such a vibe. Look at these cute little twinkling lights. And over here we have like a little fireplace to keep us warm. We are gonna head off to bed so that we can get an early start for tomorrow and make the most of tomorrow's day. So we'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning, everyone. We are on our first trail of the day, first trail of the year, which is South K-Bib to Cedar Ridge. We had to hike down this winding switchback. Kind of looks cool.
Yeah.
And we are descending into the Grand Canyon. Not sure how far down it'll go, but I'm excited to see what it looks like. And it is freezing if you can't tell. It's so cold out.
Hey, buddy.
This is wildlife animal spotting 3 technically, because we've seen birds. We saw the elk yesterday, and we saw a little mountain goat. It's so cute. I think that's full grown. I think they're small.
Oh.
Ooh, ah. Wasn't cheesy. Okay, Spencer, tell me the joke you just said.
Why did the 2 hikers continue on the trail?
Why?
Because they wanted to Cedar Ridge.
It's because we're on the Cedar Ridge Trail. But
We've made it out to Cedar Ridge.
we've made it to our final destination. Look at this beautiful view.
It's so pretty.
This is so
The canyon's
amazing.
pretty cool too.
We actually passed by some people who are backpacking, like they're gonna go to the bottom, which is insane. I think that'd be so fun to do later on, but we didn't bring the stuff for that on this trip. But yeah, we're gonna head back up from where we began, eat lunch, and then go on our second hike of the day. This is amazing. All right, little lunch break. We packed, well, we got some chicken explosion in the car. We packed some salad kits for lunch, and we got some Cheez-Its. We got so many snacks in the back. But if you guys want to see like a full video or maybe like a short of the things that we pack for our road trip food, let us know. For this particular road trip, we decided that we're gonna bring all of our breakfast and lunch and then just eat out for dinner. And then we'll probably have to fill up halfway through because we didn't pack enough for the whole week, and we were worried about not having enough space to carry lunches and breakfast for that long. So we're gonna have to do a little pit stop throughout this trip, but we're gonna enjoy our lunch, try to warm up from the cold, and then we're gonna hop on the shuttle to the other end of the park for our second hike of the day. And then tonight we have such a fun activity planned. We're actually going to an astronomy event here, and we're gonna look at the night sky with the guides, and they're gonna teach us all about it because this is a dark sky national park. So I'm so excited about that. We've made it to Hermit's Trail, which is on the far side of the south side of the park. And when it says Hermit, it means secluded. There's hardly anyone here, which honestly I kind of prefer. I like it when it's just you on the trail and you get to enjoy nature and not have to worry about the crowd of people. But this trail's already looking so different from the one this morning. There's way more greenery. I have no expectations of what this is gonna look like, but I'm excited, and seeing all the animals has been really cool here. I was not expecting it, so we'll see if we see any more today.
I see another mountain goat.
Another mountain goat.
Cute.
We made it to the bottom. I'm pretty sure this is not the bottom of the whole Grand Canyon, but the bottom of the trail. And let me just show you how far up we have to hike back. Do you see that up there? Do you see that? Ay, ay, ay. We've got a project ahead of us to hike back up. I think we might just hike for another half hour down here. It's so red. I love it. I love the red rocks. And we're gonna head back up, get some dinner, and then do some stargazing. We made it back out. Here's one last view of the Grand Canyon. This is so pretty. I think we've said that like 20,000 times, but this one's a good view of like the river, the Colorado River. We're just stopping at some of the places on the way back for food, and they're very scenic, so scenic. I'm excited to see how the other parks compare to this one. They're all gonna be so different in their own ways.
Stopped at Mojave Point and don't fall off. That's spooky.
Getting some good views here, yeah.
Absolutely.
Trying to soak it all in, trying to remember this so that I can like replay it over and over again. It's like it would be so sad to forget about the Grand Canyon.
It would be very sad.
The Grand Canyon is on a portion of the North American plate.
We said goodbye to the Grand Canyon this morning, and now we're headed to our second national park of the trip, which is the Petrified Forest. Already, it is so much hotter over here. The landscape has changed so much. We decided on our way to the national park, we would stop at a place my grandpa recommended, which is called
Meteor Crater.
Yeah, and it's an asteroid that collided with the Earth nearly 50,000 years ago, and it's the best preserved meteor crater on the Earth.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go check it out. I had no idea this even existed, so I'm so excited to see this. Apparently astronauts from NASA have come here before to help like emulate what it would be like the craters on the moon would be like, which is crazy. So they have like a little visitor center and they have tours. We're gonna see if we can hop on. Let's go check out this meteor crater. That's
Yeah.
wow. Okay, here's our first reaction to it. Oh, this is it?
Yeah, this is the whole crater.
I thought this was a mountain.
Yeah, no, this is the crater.
This is the crater?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, let me show you. This whole thing is it right here. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Let's go up higher.
That's pretty cool.
That was really cool.
I think it was worth the stop.
Price is a little bit
It's like
on the more expensive
30
end.
bucks a person.
Yeah, 30 bucks a person. But I learned a lot. I learned that the place I was pointing to was actually the mining site that Beringer was trying to find like the remnants of the meteorite. And they found like the big chunk of it like way off in the distance, and they had to haul it. So we got to see the actual chunk, not a replica of it in there.
And the chunk was probably about, yeah, that big. Guess how much it weighs? 1,406 pounds.
That's insane.
Just a small, like, that's gotta be dense,
oh, it's
right?
they said it has half of the periodic elements on there.
Yeah, like,
So,
dense piece of rock.
and then one last fun fact before we go is, did you know that apparently 4 billion meteors fall through Earth's atmosphere every day?
Every day?
Every day, but they are
Wow.
so small and most of them get burned up by the atmosphere that it's not even like dangerous.
Yeah,
So I just thought that was insane.
crazy.
Anyways, we will see you tomorrow when we enter the Petrified Forest. We're gonna go check into our hotel of the night, eat some dinner, and chill. Or if we find anything else, we'll let you know. But that's the plan. That was a cool little pit stop on the way. Good morning. We made it into the park and I am so excited about the adventures we're gonna be having today. We're gonna try to hit everything because this park is not that big, so I think we can do it. I think we can see literally everything there is to see here. So we're at stop number 1. Isn't this pretty? This is called the Painted Desert or the Badlands. And basically you can see So the different layers of soil reveal like, it's like a glimpse into the past. This park, it was home to like the Triassic period and all those dinosaurs. And would you believe that this used to be a swampy, wet land and now it's a desert? Like this used to have giant dinosaurs and huge reptiles just crawling around. That is so crazy. So we're learning all about the history of this park and how beautiful it is. There's also some other cool parts about the park that we'll talk about once we go and see them, but pretty amazing landscape. We are determined to have a 100% completion rate for this whole park, which means stopping at every site and going on every single hike in the park. So Spencer, what are we doing?
What are we doing? We got the worst one out of the way first. That's what we did. This trail sucks.
I say trail number 1 gets a 1 out of 10 because this is what we're looking at. The whole time it's just this. The Badlands part is way over there. We're not even by it. And there's benches that just face this. Like, what's the point? Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something.
We think it's a trail because this is a dog-friendly park, so we think this is just a trail to like walk your dogs on, basically.
But
there's
they can
not
walk
anything
on,
to see.
You can go on all of them, is the thing.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not recommend this one,
Dang.
but I hope the other trails are more interesting because this one, I don't give low ratings usually, but this one is not it.
We made it on our second trail, the Painted Desert Rim Trail, and now we're at the Painted Desert Inn. And this is way better than the first trail we did. Painted Desert Inn apparently is constructed out of petrified wood, and I don't really know what it was used for, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Ice cream is 15 cents. I want some. We're learning that this building is 100 years old, and it was like a little rest stop, an inn where people on the historic Route 66 would go for a place to stay and for food. It's pretty cool. We just finished up eating lunch. We got ice cream and the wind is winding today. It's so crazy, but we just stopped at one of the little stops. Okay, we just stopped at one of the stops, and it's this very old car because, fun fact, did you know that this is the only national park with historic Route 66 still in it?
Yeah.
So it's a little memory of it. They no longer use Route 66. I think it's shut down in 1956, I believe.
This section of it.
This section, but Spencer and I prepared for this trip by watching all of the Cars movies, so we know so much about that. That's cool though. All right, what hike are we on now?
We're on Puerto Pueblo.
So this is a shorter little roundabout hike, but we're learning about some of the history of this park. This is where some of the Puebloan Native Americans would live. They would build these structures, and apparently at one point in time they had like 100 rooms, which means there could possibly be around a population of 200 people. And they have smaller little areas, or they have some other little structures around called kivas, where they would have like ceremonial, those are the ceremonial religious sites. This is reminding me of Mesa Verde, which is really cool. We've learned a lot about the history of that place there, and like the kivas and all those structural sites. So it's kind of cool seeing it here too. Time to embark on our next hike, the Blue Mesa Trail. This looks just like the beginning of the day with the Badlands, except now they are a bluish tone, hence the Blue Mesa name. It reminds me of the actual Badlands National Park, the one in, I think it was South Dakota, which is pretty cool. But it's also here in Arizona apparently. So this 1 mile loop. It is so windy. I hope you can hear me. This is how my skin feels with eczema. This trail, coolest trail we've been on so far, let me just say. We're doing all the trails. This one you can walk into it. Now, Granted, there are like unmarked trails where you can just go off on your own, but we're sticking to all the paved ones for today because we're trying to hit up everything before the park closes, because this is the only national park that has a designated closing time to prevent theft. That was the reason why the national park was founded, was because people kept stealing the petrified wood. And so they made it a park and they said, we're shutting it down at 5 p.m. No more people stealing. So this though, so cool. It doesn't feel like Earth. It doesn't feel like any planet. It's like made up. Yeah. Okay, we are on the Crystal Forest Trail and they have giant logs of these petrified wood everywhere. It's so amazing to see. These date back to the dawn of the dinos. If you come up close, you can see how the wood inside, it looks like there's crystals, and that's because of the petrified process. So basically, a long time ago, these trees lost all their branches, all their leaves, and they fell into this ancient river, and they quickly got coated by mud on top, which slowed down their decay process. Eventually, a bunch of minerals worked its way inside of the wood and crystallized, forming quartz and other crystals, and that's what we see here today. So this is wood that has a slow decaying process and just basically fossilized with a bunch of cool crystals in it. This is a huge slab too, like look at this. So cool to see this. This is amazing. I wish I could bring my whole family here. That's so fun. So we're gonna go and look at all of them throughout this park.
Yep, and fun fact, the petrification process takes about a million years. I think I read. It's a long time. So, yeah. Because I was reading a brochure and it's like, there's one, I don't remember which part of it, but it's like this part of the process is fairly quick. Only takes a few thousand years.
And then you're like, oh.
I was like, what? And then it said the whole petrification process takes somewhere in the realm of like millions of years.
Wow.
Insane.
All right, it is park number 3 for our road trip. We have arrived at our Airbnb, which I am so excited to see. We literally just rolled up, so this is gonna be our first impression. But look how cute it is. It's a little tiny home here out in the desert. So let's go inside and check it out. I like the shape of it. It's kind of fun. Wow.
The layout of this
so cute.
This is so cute. The layout of this just, it's like perfect. Like,
look at that, they have our name. Welcome, Spencer and Audrey.
I love that it's
so
not
cute.
It doesn't feel cluttered at all. Like,
No.
It's such a tiny space.
It's like a little window side bed. We got a little bar table, a fridge to put our cold drinks. Outside, there is a separate area. Oh, okay, so we have like this little food prep area, tabletop stove for outdoor seating. Here's our backyard. We got our sink. We've got hammock, fire pit, picnic table, barbecue. Then, this is what makes it unique. We have an outhouse and an outdoor shower. I've never used an outdoor shower before, so this will be a fun new experience. This is what it looks like. Little outdoor shower. And then we have a cute friendly dog that greeted us. Hey doggy. This cute dog that literally is so beautiful, has 2 colored eyes. And then we have our little outhouse, it gives Shrek vibes. Here we go. Awesome, so we're gonna get settled in, bring our stuff in, and then we're gonna head to Saguaro National Park for the rest of the day, and then spend the full day there tomorrow. We've made it to the outside of the park. Literally, the drive here is just filled with cactuses. Those are all cactuses going up the mountain. It's just, like, I've never seen so many of them before in my life. They're everywhere. Wow. I'm so excited. We made it to the visitor center. We picked up our pamphlets. I'm trying to collect all of the brochures from every national park we're going to, so I had to get one of these. I'm also making a little patch bag, so I got this. Spencer's gift of choice to buy was prickly pear jelly beans. So let's try that on camera. I'm so excited. This is good. It's kind of like, it's like floral bubble gum. But it's in the best way possible. It was very good.
That was good.
Maybe like a little bit of like strawberry We also bought some cactus salsa for both of our families to try. And I'm curious, never had cactus salsa before, so it looks cool. So we're gonna take a look at our hiking guide to see what we want to hit today and then what we're gonna do tomorrow and plan out our itinerary. Okay, we're on our first trail of the evening and I want to give you some fun facts about these cacti. So these are called saguaro. We've been saying them wrong this whole time. It's not saguaro. The G is silent. Saguaro cacti. During their first 6 to 8 years, they only grow 1 to 2 inches. So they're like tiny little baby. They grow so small. And then when they finally reach 70 years old, they grow arms. So can you imagine how old these ones are? And then they're fully grown at the age of 150 years old. They reach about 40 to 50 feet in height and max could be around 75 feet. This is not even the tallest one. This one's massive. Also, these spikes are low-key kind of freaky. There are so many cacti though, different kinds. You have these big saguaro ones. I think these little bushels over here are called prickly pear. And then I just saw a bunny, so we're finding all the wildlife out here today.
We did a trail for sunset and I think we just got to the top. So what was this trail called?
This was the Sendero
Esperanza trailhead.
to the ridgeline.
Yeah.
So we're gonna watch the sunset here and have this amazing outlook of the valley and the trail that we just hiked. Every green thing you can see is a cactus, no joke. All those little dots out there, that are cacti. What you think would be a tree, well actually our cacti tree, that's what I'm debating. Because they have like a woody interior where it literally looks like a tree trunk. It looks like a tree pretending to be a cactus.
Yeah.
So like, are cacti trees? I don't know, plant experts, tell me in the comments, but this is so gorgeous. For a moderate hike too, like what a great outlook. Got the sun setting over there. We've got another trail where you can hike the whole ridge along the mountain. And this is just fun. What a great way to start our trip here in Saguaro National Park. Day 2, I am looking like a ranger today. I'm also kind of blending in with the scenery around us. But we decided to embark on a harder hike. We're gonna go to Wasan Peak, which I believe is the highest peak in the park. So we'll have really good views. We wanted to make it a big long trail. It's like almost 8 miles, but sadly, a portion of the trail is closed. It was a gold mine that was open on the trail that you can like see into, but they're gonna grade it off. And so there's helicopters. Sorry, I'm so out of breath from hiking. There's helicopters, I don't know if you can see in the distance, bringing in those steel bars and all the material needed. So we're gonna watch that process happen as we're hiking. Sadly, we won't be able to see the gold mine, but I am excited to see those views. And any words you have to say, because I can't talk anymore.
Not really. I mean, this hike's already looking like it's gonna be harder than last night. But
it's all uphill.
yeah,
But
so, I'm excited.
made it to the peak. It took us about 2 hours and 15 minutes to get up here. We're gonna have a little break, eat our lunch, and then head back down and decide our game plan from there. I think for the rest of the day, we're just gonna do, if any hikes, more of the easier ones. We wanna go back to the visitor center though and watch the movie to learn more about the park. And then we're gonna have some good dinner tonight, but we're just enjoying how far we've come and all the cacti we have seen along the way. Last Airbnb of the trip. I am so excited about this one. This is where we're gonna be staying for our hike into Antelope Canyon. We just arrived and let me give you a tour. So it's this tent right here. And you walk in, we have this little area, little desk over here, and then the main door into our super cute glam tent. So this bed is actually heated, which is so nice because it is a little bit cold and windy here. So we have a heated bed. We also have this ginormous, kind of like sofa chair you get a lounge on, with a little fireplace, seating area. So cute. I'm so excited about this place. What about you?
Me too.
Sounds so
really
good.
Cute.
All of our Airbnbs have been hits on this trip. Like every single one has been so cute and fun. So gonna miss this, but this is where we're staying for the night. We're gonna see you tomorrow when we enter an Antelope Canyon. Apparently it's supposed to rain, so I'm really hoping they don't cancel. I think we'll be okay, but that was the whole reason for this trip.
They said the chances of canceling are very slim. They think it's rain, but they think it's light rain. They don't think it's serious.
We might just have to be wearing ponchos.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Last night was so rough because the world decided to be windy, and
this tent's very loud.
you could probably hear it on the camera right now.
wind.
Anyways, we did not get much sleep at all. I was up till, I tried to go to bed at like, what was it, 10ish?
I tried to go to sleep at 10.
And I got up at, like, I was up the whole night until 3 a.m. and I was like, I'm so done. And then the idea popped in my brain to just go get my AirPods and put them on deafening. And that's what helped me, because there's no way I could mask out all this wind. Like, it literally sounded like our tent was gonna fly away.
Yeah.
So we are running on low fuel and it's still windy and rainy today. It's just a cold day, especially from what we just came from. Like, it's such a big difference. Anyways, I'm excited for the canyon tour, but I'm just staying in the nice heated bed while until we have to leave.
Yeah.
Just wanted to update you on that. This place is very cute and comfy, cozy, but it's
hard to
loud.
sleep. I'm realizing why they included earplugs
I
in the
know.
entrance now.
Oh my gosh,
Should have put some in last night.
this wind won't stop.
So we're driving on our way to Antelope Canyon, and we're going through Utah, which this isn't exactly only Utah, because we drove through a section like this yesterday in Arizona, but look what we just hit.
This is nasty.
It literally went from like nice, clear, cloudy, but like clear roads and red mountains to just this.
Snow and sleet. Like, we're back in winter. It literally,
So gross.
it felt like summer in Tucson, and now we just got transported back to like winter, Christmas time. This is
Yep.
horrible. I'm
So
glad we
that's
left
fun.
early because, yeah, this is not the weather I expected.
Yeah, it's gross.
We're back from Antelope Canyon and we are gonna do a little recap of the adventure, which was so cool. Thanks for taking me there for my birthday.
You're welcome.
I absolutely loved it. So we started off the tour by riding in a 20-minute bus ride to the head of the canyon.
Which was super bumpy.
But we got there and it's like this little hidden crack that you enter in, and our tour guide was amazing, talking to us about like the history of the site and how the Navajo Indians would go there to worship and for like religious purposes. It is on a Navajo reservation, so the tours are led by Navajo people, and we got to just wander through the sandstone, and we did go on a rainy day, so it was not how the typical like sunbeam picturesque would be, but it was actually a vibe. It was very moody, very cool. I loved it so much. I just love Red Rocks. 10 out of 10. I would recommend it. All right, we're gonna go get lunch and then probably head back to our Airbnb or try to find something to do, because tomorrow we go back home.
Well, it is a sad day with a heavy heart. Unfortunately, our trip is coming to an end.
I am quite sad though. That was so
We're on our way
fun.
So, it was really fun. I enjoyed it. I would
Really?
say,
I can't even pick a favorite part, because
I know.
they're all so fun in their own ways. All the national parks, the crater, Antelope Canyon, like I would do it all over again.
I was gonna say my favorite parts were probably the hike we did in Saguaro and then the canyon, Antelope Canyon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a good trip. Anyways, we're gonna close this one out. Just a reminder, make sure to go to the description down below, click on that link, and go take that survey about the trip that we're gonna be able to do together, because we want to know what you guys want to do.
Let's go. I'm so excited.
I'm very excited for that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment about have you been to any national parks in Arizona, and if so, which one? Anyway, we are going to see you guys in the next video. Bye.